Hello, John.
Afternoon.
I have some people here touring the cemetery talking to various people about the Civil War. Do you have some time to talk to them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, good afternoon, folks. My name is John Morrell, and it's my understanding that you're learning about the Civil War and the effect that it had on the people of Grays Lake. Is that right? Yeah. Well, you know what? I can tell you firsthand that the Civil War had a tremendous effect on me and my wife. I'll tell you about my wife first of all. My wife, Cornelia, was born in 1842. She was the daughter of Harley and Lucinda Hendy. As a matter of fact, I think you just met her brother, Charles Hendy, who died of disease at Paducah in 1864. Now, truth be told, I was actually Cornelia's second husband. Her first husband was Alonzo Milkmore. If you're from the area, you might have heard of Milkmore Lake, Lake Milkmore, Fort Lake. That's named after Alonzo's family. As a matter of fact, Rollins Road used to be known as Milkmore Road. Now, Alonzo and Cornelia married in 1860. Alonzo ultimately decided to enlist in the Union Army, and he was mustered in to, I think it was Company F of the 39th Illinois Infantry in, I think it was March 1st, 1864. Now, sadly, Alonzo's time in the Union Army was cut short. He was killed in Petersburg, Virginia in May of 1864. And that left Cornelia with a young son to raise all on her own. Now, Cornelia and I married in 1866. At that point, the Civil War was over, so she didn't have to worry about losing another loved one to the Civil War. Cornelia and I had 3 beautiful children, and we were very active in our community. Cornelia was a cemetery trustee. She was a member of the Eastern Star, and she was also one of the founding members of the Congregational Church. I got involved with the Drama Society, and I conducted an orchestra, and I was also a member of the Grand Army of the Republic, the GAR. I think Chauncey's going to tell you a little bit more about that, but the GAR was a fraternal organization that consisted of Union soldiers who fought in the Civil War. And I was eligible to be a member of the GAR because of my military service. I'll tell you a little bit about that. I enlisted in the Union Army in 1862, in the fall of 1862, with some other men from the Avon Township area. Mustered in, let me think now, 1862, I transferred over to the Veterans Reserve Corps in 1864. Now, the Veterans Reserve Corps, the VRC, that consisted of former soldiers, active members, Union officers who had been injured in the war or who were no longer eligible for active duty. So what we would do is we would serve as hospital orderlies or cooks or that sort of thing, even though we couldn't actively serve. Now, I was discharged from the Veterans Reserve Corps in 1864. I only served about a month, and then I transferred out. Way after the war, I came back to the Grays Lake area. I was a painter. In 1887, I opened up a grist mill. And as a matter of fact, my grist mill is located where I believe the police station is located to this day. In 1897, I opened up Grays Lake's first light bulb plant. That's right, I'm very proud of that. And I was also one of the signers for Grays Lakes Incorporation. My wife and I were married for about 34 years when she passed away in 1900. I got lonely, and eventually I remarried, but my second marriage wasn't a good marriage, and it only lasted about 7 years. I died in 1925 at the age of 86. All in all, I think I've lived a productive life, and I wish you all much happiness in your lives, and I want to thank you for stopping by today. Thank you so much.